Welcome once again, Dr. Pauline from CHALIANA Medical Center, having a good working experience from both public and private hospitals, and having a good comprehensive approach towards kids. So today, I'm going to bring to you a very interesting topic about what are the 5 dimensions of self-care. Having a good mindset on your side, I think we are able to go one-on-one so that we are able to tackle them well. So number one dimension is about lifestyle. We understand that if the mother is mentally stable, the mother is able to take care of the baby well. And we get that if about the lifestyle, you see, if the lifestyle is not okay with the mother, in terms of lifestyle, we are going to see main areas like the mode of relaxation of the mother and the family. Another way of relaxation is about goal setting. Another one is about accomplishing your daily routines. And peer at the same time, we need to understand that time in nature. Do you have that time to relax yourself in nature? You wake up early in the morning, you just have a walk. You need to play with your kids, or you need to play with something which you feel relaxed about it. Another way is just walking in nature. You can wake up early morning, that's having your own routine. Waking up early in the morning, maybe by 5, you set your mindset that I'm ready now for the day. So the early part catches the ball. The same thing goes in hand with whatever we do in our daily lives. So if you start a day well, be assured that your day is going to end up well. So it all starts about your mind and about the routines you need for the day to be accomplished well. Sometimes it's good for you as a parent, as parents, you need to prepare in advance. What kind of things are you going to accomplish the following day? For instance, if you have children going to school, have you prepared them in advance so that they get to prepare their books in advance and they repack them to their own bags? Their shoes are well polished, their uniform are well ironed, and also you get to make your children aware. Now it's time for school, so once they go to sleep already, you get to understand. The baby understands himself or herself. He understands that after sleeping and waking early morning, I need to go to school. And that is the mindset we need to create to our children so that they are able to relax well. That early morning chaos here and there, running helter skelter here and there, you get to understand that the baby get confused along the way. You as the mother also, you get confused along the way. And as a result, if you have a young kid, you become unable to take care of that young kid well, because if you are a mother going to work, you haven't fed that kid of yours. You haven't prepared everything for that kid. So meaning you leave everything for the house help. At the end of the day, you get that the children are not well fed well, or the food you have given to the baby, there's some other house help who lack some good sense of as a human. Imagine you have left some porridge for that kid. The kid didn't take it well. You as a parent coming after work, you get that the container is empty, thinking that everything has gone well. Only to realize that the food was taken by the house help. And the repetitive of the same, you get that the baby is not growing well, is not adding weight well, the health of the baby is deteriorating, and now the baby is getting sick. He may develop what we call malnutrition, as simple as that. So what I encourage you mothers, learn to have a good lifestyle. You are able to relax well after you have organized your schedule well, and at the same time that goes hand in hand with how many goals you have set for the day. How many goals have you achieved for the day, and for whatever you haven't achieved, have you rescheduled for the other time so that you don't repeat the same? Because history keeps on repeating itself. If it keeps repeating itself, that is malnutrition. And malnutrition, we don't want it to keep repeating itself. So be ensured that relax, set your goals well, and also see how much techniques you are going to use to relax your body well, your family well. At the end of the day, you will end up with a good growth mindset, with a good relaxation mindset, and everything is going to be smooth. Thank you for watching. Kindly keep on subscribing, commenting, and sharing. Yes, another component is about emotional wellness. If you have been following up, the first component of self-care, as we had said, is about your lifestyle fitness. Number two, we discussed about physical fitness, and now number three today is about emotional wellness or fitness. How are you going to judge that you are emotional well or fit? How are you going to judge if you are emotionally fit? First of all, emotional fitness comes in very various dimensions. You need to have what you call a self-belief about yourself. If you don't believe yourself, if you don't trust yourself, if you don't put yourself first, I think those are the things which are going to be sources of your downfall. And when they come to be your downfall, you get to be affected. That's your emotional pain gets affected. So learn to love yourself first. Learn to put yourself first. Learn to appreciate yourself first. And learn to love yourself deeply. Because if you miss them, you will not get them anywhere. And simply because if you are able to take care of them well, 100% your emotional well-being is going to be very much okay. And when it's not okay is when you haven't allowed yourself to put yourself first. First things comes first. Learn the technique of putting yourself first. Learn the technique of loving yourself first. Learn the technique of having me time. Me time, yes. Me time as ladies, sometimes you need to ensure that your hair is doing okay, your face is doing okay, your nails are doing okay. Sometimes also you have pedicure and manicure. You see, that's what we call self-love. When you love yourself, no one is going to give it unto you if you haven't done it unto yourself. So emotional fitness or well-being, you need to have what we call each and every day positive affirmations. I am good. I am the best. I, Dr. Pauline, am going to make it. So if you as a parent you are doing good emotionally and you are very stable, remember that even your children, you are going to bring up a very stable children emotionally, physically, and their lifestyle is going to be okay. Hey, what a wonderful family. So make sure that you have all that. You have positive affirmation both to yourself and also to your children. God loves you. God loves me. I love myself. No one is like me. I was created in God's image. Yes, those are the same things you're going to transfer, of course, to your children. And at the end of it all, that's when we are able to bring up the kids well. We will never miss. So, you need to have what we call self-compassion. Yes, of course, in this life, there is stress. Children undergo stress. Parents undergo stress. Caretakers undergo stress. Welcome today. Such a nice topic. Something we interact each and every day. What we call about people. We need to have people fitness. We need to have dimensions on how to approach people. People start with you, your neighbors, your friends, your colleagues at work, and also we have your brothers and sisters, family, and your role models, and sometimes we have community, and we need to have therapists. So we need to understand with these people, how am I going to interact with them with no problem? First of all, in the key, we need to have and understand communication. Communication is number one key strategy on how to connect with people at all levels. Even if you are at the higher rank and the ones at the lower rank and the other ones at the middle rank, you need to understand that we need to have good communication skills, good communication approach. So when we have good communication skills and approach, we are able to connect with people. We are able even to network well, and at the same time, we are able even to elevate ourselves, elevate our standards. And so, for you to work well with people, you need to also, number two, you need to have boundaries. You need to have boundaries about yourself, about other people, to families, to therapists, to colleagues. If you don't have boundaries, in fact, you are going to be all what we have discussed. You are going to be damaged physically, emotionally, and even your lifestyle is going to get damaged. So that's why in everything we need to have boundaries. Boundaries lazima kuwe na mipaka yani. Lazima kuwe na mipaka. Hapo penye umefika sivyo, mimi sitakubali. Lazima yani kuna ile njia una communicate na mtu ya boundary. Sometimes it doesn't need to be communicated to. So give it a good approach, an approach that's not going to make another person feel emotionally abused, or the other person that can feel that he has been isolated. We need to look for good approaches and good networking strategies and good connecting strategies so that you are able to arrive at a conclusion. And at the same time, with your role models, yes, they are your role models. You need to know until what level I'm going to be with my role model. And with your role model, you need also to have clear boundaries with them. You need to have good communication strategies with them. You need to employ what we call respect. Respect is also mandatory. And also, we need to have value. Of all those people you are connecting, what value are you going to get from them? Or what kind of value are you going to give to them? Don't be those people who are just sitting the whole day gossiping or doing something which is not bringing value. In fact, if you get yourself having a sitting of a group or a team and you analyze and see that there's nothing valuable that you are getting at the end of the day, quit. Quit. Quitting is also self-love. Not necessarily you'll be stuck under one group or under one friend. In fact, you need to have different role models so that you are able to learn from various parameters. In this person, I'm able to learn this thing. In the other person, I'm able to learn this thing. So, in fact, give yourself room for change. Don't be static. Give yourself room for change. If you resist change, you will not grow. And at the same time, about the friends, also you need to communicate well. You need to create a good channel of communication, channel of network. You need to have good boundaries also. And at the same time, you need to have what we call trust. For everything to work, for with people, these things need to be at the center. Trust, good communication, respect. Now, and above it all, you need to understand what value addition are you going to get, either to them or to you yourself. And as a therapist also, you need to understand not everything should be taken to a therapist. You be your own therapist. You need to understand once you understand yourself very well, you are able to be your own therapist. You are able to have your own self-compassion, have your emotional intelligence, having good network with your people, and at the end of it all, you are able to achieve. And also remember, you need to have also good critics. There's also good critics. Good critics are good for your own personal development. And sometimes you accept bad critics, but not all of them. You need to understand which one I'm going to take and which one I'm going to quit. That one's upon you, upon what kind of boundaries you have put upon yourself. So thank you for watching. Kindly keep on subscribing, keep on sharing. Bear in mind, me first, I love myself, I put myself, and I'm able to achieve a lot. Thank you. Yeah, welcome once again today for a nice and interesting topic. It's one of the 5 dimensions of lifestyle, that's self-care, which we said it is equal to self-love. It's all about spiritual. So you need to understand spiritual. Spiritual is all about our bodies, yani our, you see, we are spiritual being. That's one of the things. Though we may vary according to religion, but what I understand, all of us, we are spiritual being. Once we die, our spiritual being, it just ascends to our dear God. That's our soul. We get connected to God's soul. And we remember we are created, we are beautifully and wonderfully made. And at the same time, we are God's image. Number one thing you need to understand about spiritual is about prayer. Prayer is spiritual. So the kind of prayer we pray, also we need to understand what kind of prayer I'm doing at what specific time, and this kind of prayer I'm doing, how is it going to benefit me? But remember, God is the center of everything, and God is the only one who is going to answer our prayer. And when God answers prayer, He can answer you yes, that's immediately, later, maybe after some many years to come, that's when He's going to answer your prayers. So remember, we put God first in everything. And when we put God first in everything, that's part of self-care, which is equal to self-love. Because already we have given priority to our dear God, our dear Creator, and who is going to be our best way for the day, for our journey when we are on this earth. Another thing about spiritual, it's about meditation. You need to find a room whereby it's silent and you are able to just meditate. You need to meditate whereby you can even close your eyes for like 10 to 15 minutes. You just meditate. Then from out of it, actually, you are able to find some solutions. And it's also good early morning, that is maybe by 5, maybe by 4 a.m. You wake up, you do your prayer, and you take some minutes, or even 30 minutes to do meditation. Okay, spiritual is also about, sometimes all of us undergo burnout. Burnout is all about mental thing, whereby maybe you have been working all day long, you feel so much exhausted, and sometimes you feel like you need to relax. So some other people becomes difficult for them now to manage their burnout. a kind of stress. You are not able to do your daily routine as it's supposed to. So the best way is just have your daily notebook. Just keep writing what you are feeling in your mind. Keep writing, keep writing. At the end of the day, you are able to understand yourself. "Ah, is this me writing this?" Or at the same time, even if it is negative energy, at the end of the day, you feel like after you have finished writing about it, you feel fresh again. Or there are other ways people get to relax themselves. Wengine they can face their friends, wengine they can listen to music, others can also maybe have maybe some drinks so that they are able to relax. That's upon yourself. It works as an individual, not as a group. So you need to assess yourself where you are fit on and you exercise it well. At the same time, you need to find meaning in your life. We are not here just to live. We live here on this earth just to achieve, to set our goals. We need to reassure ourselves that we are able to make our decisions well and we are able also to achieve a lot. That's all about goal setting, time management, and that's all about situation analysis, knowing how far you have done some things. And before you go to that analysis of the situation, you need to understand what are the main root causes of your burnout. If you are able to understand what are your main root causes of your burnout, you are able to get better ways on meditating and eliminating those burnout in a better way. And then at the same time, you need to be very mindful. How are we going to be mindful? Be mindful of your words. Be mindful of the group you are keeping company with. Be mindful about your friends. Be mindful about what you are writing. Be mindful of your approaches. So if we are able to be mindful about those, at the end of it all, we are able to achieve our spiritual fitness. So it's very it's very wide. So this is what I'm able to enlighten to you because it's one of the parameter of 5 dimensions of self-care, whereby we say self-care equals to self-love. Jipende. Mi najipenda kama daktari. Je, wewe? Kindly keep on subscribing, watching, and sharing the content. Thank you.